That's right. What's up, everyone? We're just getting on here for a minute. Whiskey and I took a little drive today and share some thoughts with you. Mainly, we'll talk about a few things, but mainly, I haven't been on here in a while, so get myself back into the groove, whatever. But I got my next video coming out. I've been working on. It's late. It should have been out already. But anyways, I got a video coming out. My next one that'll be after this. So if you want to hit the notification so you don't miss it, like, subscribe, share, whatever. But make sure you catch that one. We're going to talk about something very important for all of us right here in America. Something very important is going on, and something very evil's just right around the corner, but we'll get to that in the next video. Anyway, today I'm just sharing some thoughts right now, taking this drive with whiskey. Such a nice day. Should be riding, right? Hold on a minute. Anyway, such a nice day. I should be riding today, right? Out on the bike. First, I want to give a shout out to our friends over there at Skymint in Morenci. Any of you guys watching? I'm giving you a shout out. Whiskey enjoyed himself today. A lot of times we go somewhere and he can't go inside. This is the first time I've taken him inside a place of business with me. He loved it. Pulled up there and they said, "Hey, your dog can come in." As soon as I said that, Whiskey starts jumping out the door. He's ready to go in, so they treated him right. He had a good time, so I want to give them guys a shout out. And otherwise, you know, so as I was saying, it's a nice little jog from where I live to get here. I take these back roads, and the thing is, such a nice day. This would have been a perfect day, perfect ride, but I can't do that, right? Why is that? Well, thanks to our local government here in Northwest Ohio, Defiance, Ohio to be more exact. Our local government officials, all crooks, you know. Doug Engle, the sheriff, the illegitimate sheriff of Defiance County. And I guess that's one of the things I want to talk about right now. You know, why is it I'm deprived of my right and enjoyment to jump on my bike and take a little ride, you know, feel better about the day, blow off some steam, get stuff off your mind, right? But I'm not allowed to do that thanks to our local officials, thanks to Doug Engle, the sheriff's department, thanks to a wicked soul that chose to turn their wickedness on me instead of people who deserved it. Instead, they chose to turn it on to one person there for them always, and you know, you use their wicked little ways to set the local authorities on me improperly, and not giving a shit about, you know, so we got to consider how we are as people, how we treat others, especially those we claim to love, right? And you're going to set let me tell you something, law enforcement, here in America, our government's gone rogue. Our law enforcement it's rogue. They don't work for the people, you know. Instead, they're more than happy to ruin somebody's life just because somebody else went ahead and caused them to set their sights on you. You know, the person that caused it on me to begin with knew exactly how it would go down. They knew exactly how anyone who knows me knows that you don't get the police involved in my life, because once they do, it goes horrible for me. It always does. You know, so somebody knew better. But anyways, then the sheriff takes over, and him with the other Defiance officials go ahead and totally ruin my life, and that's all proven. Okay, but my point is, so if you're in Defiance County, stand the hell up already. I want to make this clear to you. I fired Doug Engle. You guys seen it on video. I relieved Doug Engle of his duty. He is no longer the sheriff. And now he can claim he is, because what, he wasn't officially fired? He was officially fired. I am the people, right? I went in there on camera as a representative of the people. The only legitimate representative of the people who is his boss. Okay? The things he's done, he's allowed and pulled on me. I went as high up as I could go, and every which way they say, oh, you know, we can't do nothing. He's a local, county elected official. So we're not, the only people who can do something about him is the people. Okay, so I went in there as the people. You guys seen it on video. If you haven't, it's, you know, you look for it'll have him on the, you know, it's, I don't know, if I can edit this, I'll put the link to it, but you know, it's one of my previous videos. Go ahead and check it out. He admits he's not going to refuse to do his job. You know, refuses to give us the definition of theft, because 100%, more than 100%, they stole my shit. Armed robbery. I'm not going to let that go. I'm not, you know, people are saying, no, it is what it is. It's armed robbery. And so I went, made my reports everywhere, as high up as I could go. Nobody can do nothing, right? So I went there and relieved him of his duty. It's all on video. You all seen it. So my point is, if you're in Defiance County, you can ignore the sheriff. You can ignore any member of the sheriff's department at this time until a legitimate sheriff is put in place. Because as you've seen, I, the people, relieved him of his duty, because he does not value the people's rights. He does not answer to the people like he's supposed to. He's a crook. So I relieved him of his duty. He allows his officers to violate rights and then refuses to hold them accountable when they're reported. He uses excuses, says he answers to the judge. He has to do what the judge says, what the court says, and that is a lie. He has to do what the people says. And if the court gives him an order that is unlawful or is in violation of a person's rights, the sheriff, his department, is obligated to ignore the court. Obligated to ignore the court. We are above the court. We are above the sheriff. And when we tell the sheriff what we expect, it's his duty to do it. It's his duty to do what we tell him. We are his boss. Does anyone? Obviously, most of the Defiance County does not understand this. And tell them by some of the comments in my videos, some people who view my videos do not understand the power that we the people have. And this is why our country has gone downhill. This is why our nation is nothing anymore. We're the laughing stock. All other countries used to look to America. How's America going to handle something? We're doomed, and judgment's coming, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video. I assure you, judgment for our nation is right around the corner. And, I'll get to that and show the proof of that in my next video. Very serious stuff coming. But the point is, if you're in Defiance County, you can ignore the sheriff. He tries to pull you over, ignore him. He shows up to your door, tell him get lost. He is illegitimate. He's no longer a valid sheriff.
Disclaimer, nothing in this video should be taken as legal advice. Listening to this fool could result in negative consequences. Though he is right, it is unlikely that other corrupt officials would agree. Taking these actions could result in unlawful arrest, high fines, and even severe injury. Rebel responsibly.
Why? Because a member of the people relieved him of his duty. Plain and simple. They still have all of my stuff. I ended up having this, there's what's happened in my situation. I've had to sell a lot of stuff. I had 2 motorcycles. I sold the newer one, real nice. I had it all gone through, everything ready to go because, the year I ended up selling it, right before that, I went and put all brand new tires, serviced everything, tons of new parts on it, had it all good to go, had it almost like new, and, this shit goes down, I end up being forced to sell it. Maybe I shouldn't have sold it. I sold it to get me by, right? That money should get me by to pay my bills until my situation got straightened out, until we got proper answers and stuff taken care of. Well, instead they drug it out and played their games, caused me, to lose my ass. I sold my bike to be able to pay my house up, to have my house paid up to whatever it was, like 9 months, whatever. And by the time that come around, these guys still played their games and didn't give me what was right, proper justice. And because of that, I had to, sorry, I'm driving, that's why I ain't doing the other video yet. I started on it. It was going to be out before, I was going to have it out by April 8th. That didn't work out, and, I'll explain that in the next video. But anyways, so I'm on here jabbering about all this nonsense. And, I'm distraught. I've got a bad attitude right now. I mean, anyone who knows me knows that as soon as it's warm enough for me to get on that bike, the truck stayed parked always until it was too cold to get on the bike. And, is it good enough to ride, then I was on the bike, period. That's how I am. I'm a real biker, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. The point is, how depressing is it? And my bike I sold, I didn't owe money on it. I didn't lose it. They didn't repossess it. I sold it to get by. My plan was, when all this got straightened out, then I'd just replace it by a different, really I ended up losing my house anyways, thanks to these jackasses. And so, really I shouldn't have sold my bike, I suppose, right? But my other one, my old shovel head, the one I refuse to get rid of, I have no idea where it's at. All of this time now, it's been, how long? Almost, we're approaching a year. We're coming up pretty close, a couple months shy of a year now, that they've come, guns out, forced me off my property, wouldn't let me have any of my property. Oh no, we can't do that. No, you can't take none of your stuff. You get your shit, you get your dog and get the hell out of here. We'll give you one set of items, You know, so instead of my clothes or anything else, I had to, that set of items, I was worried about all my paperwork for this case, and who cares about that now anyways, right? But so I said, you get me all my papers off my table, that you guys aren't allowed, you know, I have to have that to fight my case. And you know, certain things seems like it's missing, I haven't been able to find. But now every single thing from my house, everything, I don't care, from a broom, a vacuum cleaner, my bed, tools, every single freaking thing, you know, pictures on the walls, whatever, everything is all piled up somewhere, taken to 2 different storage locations. They've refused to give it back to me, refused to tell me where it's at. And by now, I could have had my old shovelhead running, taking a nice, enjoyable ride today. Only thing is, I'm going to have to, you know, invest in a sidecar so whiskey can go along. You know, because today, if I had my bike, access to my bike, I would have jumped on that and made this little trip. Because I assumed they didn't allow pets. But I pulled up in there and they said, hey, we're pet friendly. They seen Whiskey sticking his head out the window. Yeah, pretty dog, you can bring him in, right? So I said, thank you very much. And he enjoyed it. So, you know, so, I mean, so it puts a smile on my face because here we are now. Whiskey got to enjoy himself, so that makes me happy. But the fact is, who are you to tell me I can't wake up, it's a nice day, and I can't say, hey, I want to feel like taking a ride, get all this shit off my mind. Every which way I turn, somebody's screwing me, right? Bringing shit down on me, and, you know, fuck all these evil people. Excuse my language, but, you know, yeah, I'm trying to stay, you know, correct my walk with God, if you will, right? And, you know, I know the Lord wants me to watch my language. I've been working on that a lot. But let's just be honest. There's far more sin going on all around us that we're putting up with, allowing, ignoring, committing, all of this. And you want to act like God's going to send me to hell because I dropped a few curse words? I mean, he's not going to be happy about it, but I assure you, everyone that wants to point out a lot of this, you know, my language is sinning a whole lot worse than me. And I can say that. This, you know, people say that, oh, you know, I'm not saying I'm not a sinner. I'm not saying, I'm certainly, you know, if you watch my other videos, I won't take away my own faults and act, you know, I'm not going to act like I'm so great and I'm not a sinner and everything else, but I will tell you, for quite some time now, I've had myself in check. It's not easy. You know, turning away from certain sins is not easy at all. No, it is not. But I look around this world and I see what's going on, and you know what? I don't want nothing. Hell's gonna be worse than this. I don't want nothing to do with it. So yeah, I've got myself in check. Not that, you know, sure, there's plenty I can still improve on, and I'm keeping myself in check, looking at myself every day, improving on myself, make my way to heaven, right? And you know, hopefully the rest of you are doing that too, honestly. That's what it all boils down to. You know, I could some people that know me, they get surprised, you know, they act like they're surprised, like they can't believe I'm Christian, or, you know, I believe in Jesus, right? Why? You know, whatever. But the facts are the facts, and it's all real, and it's time to, you look around this world and you look at, especially America, judgment is coming. And, you know, we look at our government, our local governments, even on the local level, and it's all gone to hell. And you have no rights no more. Just like, you know, some of the stuff I'm trying to put out here, my intentions were about, and I still plan on doing it. I just got to, get myself on track and just show you how to do these court proceedings on paperwork and all that to help you, so you don't have to pay a lawyer. And it's all technically still legitimate, still the proper way. But the problem is, our officials are ignoring the way the law works, are ignoring the true rule of law and what's right and wrong. And they sold themselves out. They're whores. They've sold themselves out, and that's true. Sold their souls, whatever. They choose that they want to go to hell because they think God's going to approve of them because, oh, it's my job. I had to ruin this man's life because it was my job. No, God's going to hold you accountable. And your boss, whatever. You claim whatever you want. You don't get out of it. Things I've done, I don't get out of it unless I repent. Doug Engle, you could save your soul if you repent. And you ain't repented if you don't come to me and make this right. Otherwise, you're not repented. And people, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. I can say that. And that's the problem with this, especially here in America. Christians want to act like you can't condemn people. You can't say they're going to hell, and you can. And that's the problem. And that's what the thing is. We got all this prosperity gospel teachings and all this stuff is because they pack their churches. And why? It's because most of you don't want to go to a church that's going to tell you you're going to hell. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear the truth. But the fact is, somebody's got to tell you. Okay? It's not, oh, just because you said some prayer and said, Jesus, I want you in my life. Now I'm saved and now I can do whatever I want. No, you can't. And you will surely go to hell for certain things. Doug Engle, I'm talking to you. I'm looking at you, brother. I mean, whatever. I'll call it how I see it. What you've done to me and you've doing to other people is a sin. A condemnable sin. A hellable offense. That's just the facts. Whatever. But you can repent. You can save your soul. But you're not going to do that, are you? Because you think that the judge is your boss. You think that the governor, state governor is your boss. You think that the, federal government's your boss. No, we the people are your boss. And no matter who your people, if you're part of the government, you don't get the right to ruin somebody's life. Right? That's where we're at. Face to facts. Oh, you can't tell somebody they're going to hell. You can't judge people. Yeah, by their fruits you shall know them. And I'm explaining to you the fruits that the members of Defiance County Sheriff's Department, fruit that's coming off that tree. Troy Essex, who's now a judge, he blows this off because this is what the Masons do. Okay, I'm at war. This is what you hear this stuff about the secret societies, the Masons, and all this stuff, right? And people blow it off. Oh, that's some conspiracy theory. Look, I'm telling you right now, if you want to see what war against the Masonics looks like, right here I am. I'm at battle with these guys and they're ruining my life. This is, they're not using, we're not fighting this war with weapons of, like guns and knives and stuff, right? Ball bats, whatever. We're fighting it on paper, and they're using their pull and their clout, everything to hold me down. I can't, some of these things are just hard to prove, but I can't. They're hindering my ability to get a good, proper paying job, and people don't want to believe that. I can't have my tools. I've already lost 2 good opportunities that I should have had, but because they find out I don't have none of my tools, oh, you don't got no tools, you can't have this job. You got to have, that's part of the job. You got to have your tools, right? least $60,000 worth of tools that I have no idea where they're at. They're sitting somewhere rusty. But that's where, you know, and this is a problem in our nation, and you don't want to see it. And they're, like I'm saying about the paperwork and all that stuff's proper, but I don't believe in it currently because I've seen how they fucked me over. I done everything properly, researched the hell out of it, done it, you know, and anyone who, you know, any lawyer wants to jump on here and take a look at all the stuff I've actually done and how I done it and tell me I done it wrong, they won't. They can't tell me I done it wrong. I done it exactly the way any lawyer would do it. But because I didn't hire one of their people, and why would I? Because I was screwed by one. Nicholas Fee, who's now prosecutor in Williams County. All these people that fucked me over got promoted. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here a homeless man. Whatever. But, you know, this is the problem. Our you know, what I'm getting at is, you know, like this paperwork, the proper way to file your motions and all that. It's all still the right way. But our government is so rogue that it don't matter because you didn't use one of their Masonic friends through their bar association. Then they're going to say, oh, this don't matter. And they're going to trample all over you. And that's the real state of affairs here in America. We're screwed. This is no longer America. And we're no longer, you know, we're no longer more free than any other nation. We're not more free than China. We can put down China. Okay, I don't want to be part of China. They're a little worse than us, sure, to a point. We're not better off as far as freedom. And, you know, but that's where we're at now. And it's just a mess. But here I am. Can't enjoy one simple thing. One little simple thing that I worked my ass off for my whole life. I worked off to get to that point to be able to have a bike. I ended up with two, you know, whatever. I ended up having to sell my truck. I had to sell all the shit, hoping that they would be honorable and do the right thing. And then when it comes down to it, they're not going to be. And then I lose my ass and all that stuff's for no reason. But that's where we're at. Anyways, you know, I don't just want to inform everyone right here in Defiance County, we do not have a legitimate sheriff's department. You can't ignore them. They turn on their lights, just cruise along and ignore them. They show up to offer you any paperwork, tell them to get lost. They are employees of the court, not employees of the people. That's where that's at. Anyways, make sure you check my next video that's going to be up after this one. I'm not sure what it's going to be titled yet, but very important. It's not going to be all scattered like this one. I very much appreciate you watching my videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. But make sure hit the notifications if you are subscribed, so you can catch that next video coming out. And it's going to be very important, very informative, and a lot of stuff you're going to need to know. Especially certain people I know should be watching it. But anyways, you don't want to miss that video. So for real, I got important stuff. And you know, the truth is, I continue to pray for each and every person involved in what's gone down with me. And it's sad that some people, you know it, they would rather not repent and not admit that they're in the wrong, and so they would rather just continue on with their sins instead of repenting and doing what's right. they're ignoring, even though I've had confirmation, they're ignoring what God's pointing out to them. Well, God will talk to you so long, just like he's doing with our nation right now. He's going to nudge you so long to try to get you to come to him. And when you ignore him, then he's finally going to just give up and give you over to your sins. So, you know, and there's some people I know that's happening to right now. You need to open your eyes, because it's going to be sad. It's going to be very sad when you allow your heart to stay hardened and allow Satan to continue in your ruling you, because you don't want to do what's right and proper. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you check my next video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Whiskey, tell these guys bye. Let them know, hey. Tell them. All right. Tell them to like, subscribe, and share. Tell them. All right. See ya.
Because the bank took your property, foreclosed on it, seized your property.
The sheriff's department seized my property.
It was through a court order because you had not made your house payments for how many years?
Not years, a couple of months, dude. Okay, and why was that? Because of this unlawful actions from the sheriff's department. I mean, it's just your job to hold these guys accountable if they violate my rights. My property has been, my personal property was taken out of that house. This sheriff's department forced me away from my house, forced me away from my property, and they were the ones in possession of my property and unlawfully searched that property and refused to return it to me. To this day, I cannot shower, I cannot brush my teeth. Why? Because that's my property. Who has a right to it? Who has a right to anything that was in that house?
Okay, are you done? Larry?
Answer that question.
I will.
Okay.
Okay. We had a court order for you to be removed from the property. You have been given multiple notices to vacate the property.
First of all, I was not. The 3-day notice, the 3-day notice that you guys handed me.
You wanted me to answer it. I'm trying to answer.
You're answering with lies.
No, I'm not.
The 3-day notice was never given to me until the day you guys showed up.
Okay, Larry, it's a court order for us to remove you and a court order for a company to have your property removed. It was placed into storage. You were told multiple times, not only by my officers, but also you had conversations with the company that moved your property out and told you how to get your property back. And you have not done any of the above.
How did I not?
So
I 100% certainly did. And I've talked to you guys several times and asked where my property is.
And you were told.
No one has told me where that property is.
Larry,
it's stolen.
No, it's not.
You're in violation of your oath right now, sir.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you certainly are. Your oath is to uphold the Constitution, not the court order, the Constitution. And anything that goes against my constitutional rights, you are charged with protecting that.
Larry.
You are our sheriff. We elect you to protect our Constitution. We elect you to protect us, not the court, not the bank. And the bank never showed up. The court order said that possession will be given to the plaintiff. The plaintiff is the bank. Jason Baker is who you guys gave the possession to. Jason Baker is not the bank. He is not the court. He is not me. That is my personal property. No matter what you say, it's mine. It belongs to me. I'm the only one with the right to it. They've refused to give it back, so I'm asking, have you charged them with theft?
There is no theft.
There is theft. Where is my property? If they take my property, you guys gave them my property with no right to do so, and they took it, that's theft. How about I just take all of your personal belongings right now, and then tell you to fuck off because there's no theft?
First of all, Larry, you're talking two opposite things.
I'm not talking two opposite things. What's the two opposite things?
You were given plenty of notice.
I was not given plenty of notice.
You were given a copy of the court order.
I was given one notice that you guys showed up to my house, and then I came here.
And you have also been told multiple times, Larry.
I have it all on video, sir. I have it all on video.
And you have been told multiple times who to contact to get your property back.
I contacted them. They refused to do something, so I reported it to Mr. Vandermark, and he refused to do something about it. My shit, I've already reported stolen. It is stolen.
Did you follow through on what they told you had to do to get your property?
Call them. That's what I was told to do. Call them. I called them, and they've done nothing.
What did they tell you?
They told me nothing.
What did they tell you?
They said, we will call you back when we get a hold of the vendor. That's unlawful. Okay, my property's mine. The day I called for it, they should have told me exactly where it's at. They refused to do so. And so I reported to you guys. It's now your job to charge them with theft. This is theft. It's been well over a month that they've had all of my stuff. Every last penny I have is a part of that possession. My clothes, my stuff to clean with. I can't shower. I can't do nothing. You guys forced me homeless against that and did not follow that order. And now I've reported my stuff stolen. So I want to know why they are not charged with theft.
Your stuff isn't stolen.
It is stolen. I don't have it.
Larry,
and I never gave permission.
Don't raise your
That's
voice.
theft.
Am I raising my voice to you?
Why am I doing that? Because you're not listening to me and you're fucking calling me a liar.
I am telling you that you were told and given the options of what to
I'm telling you, I don't care what I was told. When my stuff was not returned to me, it should be considered
nothing I'm
stolen.
gonna do.
There's nothing you're going to do. Okay, our sheriff, Doug Engle, refuses to do his job.
I did my
You
job.
refuse to do your job.
No, I did.
Tell the people you refuse to do your job in Defiance County.
You know what you have to do.
I've done what I had to do. Now I'm doing what I have to
Calm
do.
down, Larry. There's no sense in raising your voice to me.
Why are you not listening to me, the voter, right? Okay, everywhere you get off like this because everywhere I go they say, well, the sheriff's his own person because, right? So the only person above him is the citizens, right? That's me, sir. So I'm about to relieve you of your duty.
Okay.
Do you want to be fired from your job? Because I'm the one with the authority to do that because I'm the citizen who you are charged to protect. You are here for us, not anybody else. Us, the voters.
Larry, I'm going to suggest you go see your attorney and let him try to explain to you what has happened, okay? Because we have given
I'm explaining to you what has happened and you're refusing to do something about it. Go break out the Constitution. I already gave you guys a copy of it. Break it out and read it. And when you read that, then you tell me how I'm not violated.
Larry, there is no crime.
There is a crime. My shit was fucking stolen.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, I'm gonna steal all around here. When I walk out of here, I'm just gonna jump in one of them sheriff's cars. It's mine anyways, right? And don't tell me it's stolen. Because I'm gonna take whatever I want at my own free will because it's not theft, right? What classifies theft?
Your property
What is theft, sir?
Your property was removed by a court order.
The court does not have an order. Nobody has a right to my personal property.
They ordered it removed.
They ordered it unlawfully. You guys followed an order that is unlawful.
Okay, then take it up with the court.
I'm telling you, what are you doing to uphold your constitutional duty?
Larry, go and take
It's your constitutional duty. Tell us what classifies as theft. Define theft for me.
Larry,
Define theft.
Larry, I'm not going to get into a debate with you.
Yeah, you're not going to define because you know my stuff is stolen.
Because you didn't do what you were supposed to
I've
do.
done everything I was supposed to
No,
do.
you didn't.
Yes, I did,
You
sir.
didn't make your house payments. You didn't.
Really?
You didn't.
I didn't make my house payments. Is that how you're going to fucking play this
You
off?
didn't.
I made my house payments 100%. I was living, okay.
The bank won't seize your property if you've made
Really?
your house payments.
Really? The bank was paid twice for that fucking house. Twice.
Okay. Well, then take it up with your attorney and the bank.
What is theft, sir? Tell me what is theft.
So
Define theft. The people want to know what theft is. That's all. You want me to calm down and walk away? Tell me what theft is.
you're gonna walk away.
Tell me what
Because
theft is.
This conversation is over with, Larry.
If you think so.
I know so.
What is theft, sir?
Okay, you're not going to stand in the lobby of the sheriff's office and raise your voice with nobody raising their
The
voice.
the voters want to know what is theft.
So
Could you please answer us that?
obviously, you think you know the law.
You can't tell us what theft is?
Why don't you go?
We need to know
read your
this.
court
We need
order?
to know this. We need to know what is theft so that we
Larry,
don't.
just go read your court order, okay? See ya.